Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Star Technology. Alright, here we are today, episode 24. And let's see, last episode we had gotten the vacuum freezer, the LCR, and a couple other things. And I said off camera that I was going to get some distillation towers going for today to work on the byproducts, which I think also I didn't do the pyro oven yet on camera. But yeah, effectively we're trying to get that laminated glass situation so that we can move forward with the industrial barrel or some sort. Oh, there's laminated glass right there, yeah. So wait, what's... Oh, that's just a byproduct. Okay. So yeah, here's the liquid polyvinyl butyral. And now to get that, again, we're going to need polyvinyl acetate and this stuff there. So yeah, let's see where we get with today's episode to getting that polymer. So over here, start off with, we have the pyro ovens, which I have a double wide, and this is making, of course, the byproduct. And it's stopping when we have 4,000. Over here, we have our wall of distillation towers. And I've only set up one of them for now. Well, off camera. And we're gonna send these three fluids here. I don't think we need to worry about that. But these three fluids into the other towers here. And everything else should be plugged in power-wise, AE2-wise. Oops. So I just need to get each fluid inside. So the wood tar is going to go into a one that is 5 tall. So 1, 2, yeah. So I think I did it in order. So we're going to come down here. And we're going to say wood tar. Oh, I didn't plug in the cable yet here. And, okay, before I do that, I want to make sure... Okay, that should be good. So the wood tar is now in that system. And it's being processed. I should probably just do it by the tank and not so much the hatch itself. Although I should probably get those on void overflow. There we go. Okay, cool. So we're getting phenol, creosote, benzene, and toluene. Benzene's going to be very important because this is also kind of inadvertently helping us to get nitrobenzene eventually. Alright, so the next fluid is going to be a wood vinegar. And I want to say that is the next one. If I go on you, there's 6. Yeah, okay. My initial assumption was correct regarding the order of the fluids. There you go. The question is this going to require more power output with them all running together? Now this has given us acetic, water, ethanol, methanol, and acetone. Oh yeah, and methyl acetate. So I think a few of those chemicals are going to help us get the butyral. And then lastly, we need to get the wood gas into the last one. Wood gas. Why is it so hard to find? Okay, there we go. You'd think me using the last letter of the first word would have been enough, but I guess not. Alright. So we're getting more methane. Hydrogen is good. Carbon dioxide. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice too. I don't think we're making that otherwise right now. Oh yeah, these are gonna be connected to... Uzi? Oh, that's the fluid tank, so that's probably not going to have anything right now, if at all. Boop. All right, and get you connected. Then that's an item tank, right? Correct. Boop. Boop. Okay. Item tank again. Boop. Boop. And a boop. I think that's the last. Yep. Okay. So what's the situation on the power consumption? We're not quite capping out yet. But if I'm not mistaken, 9600 RF is going to be a maximum of 2400 EU per tick, which is more than enough to handle 16 amps. I think there's just... Where is it? Wait, 2400 divided by 512. Wait, no, I think I'm doing my math wrong. If it's only doing 9600, then that's only going to be putting out 4 amps of HV. Wait, did I say HV? Oh my god, I meant MV. Oh my god, where's my brain? Okay, back up. 2400 divided by 128 is 18. 2400 divided by 128 is 18. So yeah, we're good for amperages right now. So that all should be good. I'll have to count how many amperages I'm sending out right now, but given that we're not capping out on the power, we're good for the time being. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was doing. The carbon dioxide, that is going to be useful for the greenhouse, like I said before. Excuse me. Half a bucket will get us 4 times as much log, and we'll get oxygen back, which I guess in the end is not a huge deal, but it's always good to recycle, I suppose. And why are you... Oh, ethylene. Methane... Carbon monoxide. Why are you not? Okay, cool. I think everything is good here. So let's go see if we can't just like pattern up some... Oh, we're gonna need some fluid cells. Or fluid... I could do a single fluid cell and have all of the chemicals in the butyral family, if you will, partitioned onto it. So let's see. Butyral. Oh, whoops, I hit A in the wrong. Alright, so we're gonna need polyvinyl, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need monoxide, hydrogen, and propane. We should have that actually. Monoxide, I think that's being stored already. Correct. Okay, so I don't need anything more there. The polyacetate, vinyl acetate, and oxygen. So I think, yeah, I think that's good. We don't need to worry about that, but... Oh no, right there. Yeah, okay, those 3 chemicals then will fit on one drive. And let's get ourselves a distribution. And we're probably gonna... I don't think we're gonna want to worry about a destruction card if we're doing a craft on-demand system for the time being, that is. Okay, so that is finishing up. Sorry, just checking on something. Okay. Styrene, butadiene, rubber. What are you about? Oxygen. Either way, we're gonna need styrene. And I think we're getting butadiene. Not yet. What is that from? Distilling. Or... oh, I still gotta do this whole thing. Distill Towers. I mean, yes, Distill Towers for the fuel. Okay, I don't need to worry about the SPR right now. Let's try to get through this episode without needing to go down that route. But I have a feeling that's going to bite me in the butt. Music cookie was more efficient. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll worry about that later. How's that storage drive? There you are. Alright, so boop, boop. And I can't shift click that in. Not a problem. Alright, so we're going to call this Polyvinyl Butyral. In you go. Okay, so now, oops, we're going to put that LCR to work. Monoxide, hydrogen. Oh, wait, do we have propane yet? Please tell me what we do. Shit. Maybe I can get one Distill Tower going for the time being. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna do the cracking. Wait, didn't I? Oh yeah, I did plan for this. Okay. Never mind. I think it was stainless. Oh, we might be in need of some stainless. Let's see. How much was that again? 18 times 3. But that being said, we're not going to need that much because we're going to be wall sharing. What was what I have? 18 times 3 minus 38. We're probably gonna need... Oops, that was weird. Sort my inventory, apparently. Yeah, we're gonna need the hatches. We're gonna need some maintenance hatches. We're gonna need some... Wait, do we need... I don't think we need an item input for this. I also need input hatch, right? Output hatch. Before I forget, where is... Okay, so yeah, it's only going to be a 2 in, 1 out. Okay. So that changes things up a little bit. We're going to need 2 more input hatches. There we go. Severely hydro. Okay, so yeah, we're all hydro cracking. What was my hydrogen production previously? I don't think I have one. Well, now I do, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I might need to do some expansion here. Oh, are you already maxing out? Yep, you are. Okay. Let's get some power upgrade. HV. I just want to see how much power it's requiring. But what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to be setting up an MV dynamo and pairing it like I did elsewhere. It's a shame I don't have one on backup. Wait, do I need HV dynamo or H? Yeah, it says the augment. So I might need to wait for this. It's cooking out there on the EBF side. Silicon ingots. Okay. Let me just scoot on over here. So that's probably using 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Ow, I just scratched my face hard. Oh. Oh, look at that. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure how the math is mathing there. I keep forgetting there's a terminal up there. Ooh. Yeah, okay, I might need to pause. Because there's a lot of stainless steel that still needs to happen. Okay, let me pause here and I'll be in a bit. Hey everybody, we're back for today's episode. I don't know why I said it like that. But anyway, oops, a little loud on the audio here. Or for me anyway, locally. Anyway, yeah, so I went a little cray and I did a lot of building and setup that I'm going to be showing off today. Let's start off with, I moved the Skystone thing up here because I was trying to request some drives earlier, and 1 second. Just need, oops. Yeah. I was trying to request some more drives, and it said, oh yeah, you don't have any Skystone. So I had to get that fixed. Anyway, so I think before I cut, I was working on Distill Towers and some dynamo stuff. Well, quite frankly, I went and set up some new machines up there, but let's address this real quick. So I kind of just said, screw it, and I moved to dynamos for local power like this. Honestly, I think from what I keep reading in the Discord, the boiler or dynamo situation is more or less the same. You might get a little bit more power out of steam, but it's just so much easier to do diamonds like this. Because, well, I was having some throughput problems with like steam. And I was trying to use a fluid cells, because fluid cells with an ME interface, for example, have really good pass through. But I can't remember why I just said stuff it and move to dynamos. But regardless, you can see that I'm feeding our power, which I'm running maximum of 1440, 14400 into these three 16 amp converters. And of course, you know, our big wire up here is 64 amp, and that's going out to each of the machines. So I think we're good for amperages. I could be wrong, but if I need to add another one, well, it won't be that big a deal. Okay, so up here, you'll notice that we have these three distill towers that are new, definitely new. And then over here, I'm pretty sure I didn't build these distill towers yet on camera, or show them on camera anyway. Or maybe I did. I honestly don't remember. Anyway, we have these three towers processing, you know, the wood tar, the byproducts. And then we have our cracking tower. And this is handling all of our fuels like naphtha, heavy fuel, light fuel. Right, and that's all being hydro cracked. Now, why are you not working right now? Okay, well, that would be why. Do we not have... Oh, that'll explain that. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to figure out my hydrogen game. I don't... Damn it. Monoxide. Alright. If I do U on that. That's used for methanol. Yeah, the butyraldehyde. There's gotta be some chemical in here that I could probably reprocess. Don't know. Methanol, acetone, methyl acetate. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. So we have our fuels now, and we're going to want to send them into these distill towers. I also have all the tanks good to go. Well, mostly good to go. Might have to make sure that these all point to the right way. At least the buses, anywho. Okay, so everything down there should be connected cable-wise, power-wise. Right, so we should just be able to plug these in. Like so. Oh, yeah, there we go, okay. I guess I missed that one. So we did heavy, hydro cracked, and naphtha. Okie dokie. So those are all cooking, sending out their output. All right, so we're getting light fuel back. Naphtha, butane, propane. Is that propane? Yeah, propane. Ethane. And oops, Uzi, why won't you output? There we go. There we go. Methane. And then over here, we got more naphtha. Octane. Butane. Now, is that yeah, propane. No, more propane. I think we're going to be sending our propane to be made into propene, if I'm not mistaken. Butane, propane, and ethane again. I don't think you're outputting anything, right? No? Alright, cool. Now, did I plug the buses onto those? I did not. Alright, so that's not a problem. I'm just going to need to get some buses. And I think that was 6 plus 3 plus 3, or 6 plus 6 plus 3. Now, let's see, where are we on time? Okay. I kind of just, like, sped through all that. we got some time to kill. Let's see. Can I reprocess you for anything? Yeah, no, that's gonna be worth phthalic acid later on. Water, acetic. I think the whole reason why I was doing all this was because we need the polyvinyl acetate. And the vinyl acetate is going to be ethylene, acetic acid, and oxygen. And I'm pretty sure while off camera, I went to go manage our ethylene production. We have now 255 buckets in stock. If you recall, we had very early on set up polyethylene. Here we go, over here. And so I made sure that we have a little controller on here that will stop the machine when we're under stock on ethylene. And what do you... Oh, yeah, farm. Didn't I... Oh, yeah. I put cactus into our brewery because, well, we had a greenhouse making all of it, and the greenhouse is much faster than the basic farm that we had. So we're making about, I think it's like 40 millibuckets a second. We're making about 80 every 4, right? So wait, 80 every 4 seconds. Wait, hold on. If we're making 20 millibuckets every 4 seconds, that's 5 millibuckets a second. Yeah, so 20 millibuckets a second. Wait, 80? No, that... I don't know. Brain, you're feeling me today. Okay. Eventually I'm gonna get rid of that platform down there. Also, eventually, I need to figure out the Z-tones, X-tones theme that I'm going to be going with. Okay, so how are the buses coming along? All right, so that's going to be a bit. Actually, you're not... Okay, no, those have buses on them. So if I go over yonder... Vinyl acetate, to remind myself... Is acetic? Yeah, okay, so we can... I think we can do this. I'm going to do a quick check here and make sure that I made a fluid cell. Yep, okay. Wait a minute. Boop. Polyvinyl acetate. I'm probably gonna want to have vinyl acetate in there. Okay, so we go into our pattern, and we're gonna say oxygen, acetic, and ethylene. It's gonna give us the vinyl acetate. I'm gonna put you in there. Right, and if we ask for that, oh, hold on, what? Acetic. Yeah, what? Which... Wood vinegar. Cozy? Did I not set that up? Are you acetic? You are acetic. Okay. That would be why. Okay, yeah. That's not a problem. Okay, you all should... You are fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. So we should be in business now. Let's pop on over. Boop. Acetic. Hey, there we go. Okay, so vinyl acetate. Lovely. Yo, why are you taking so long? Don't tell me it's jammed. Oh, you know what it is? Three inputs. Okay. No, not you. Alright, let's get that. Tell you what, can't wait till we get quadruple hatches, which, if I'm not mistaken, AV. Is there anything below that? Don't look to be. And EV is going to require titanium, which we are not there yet, but we are close. There we go. Excuse me. And boop, and a boop. There we go. Done in a flash. Okay. So the vinyl acetate, that's done. Cool. Can I get a bucket? There we go. Okay, so next, polyvinyl. Acetate and oxygen. Bada boopy. Okay, so carbon monoxide, we have that now. We're gonna need propene. So what I could do is set up a electrolyzer. Let's just grab you. I think we're gonna need more than that. It would probably be a good idea to get this passived. But I don't think it's gonna matter all that much. Butyraldehyde. So let's, oops, get wrong with terminal. Let's get that butyraldehyde. Bada boopy. Wait, hold on, what? Oh, that's correct. I do see a problem. Need to get my hydrogen game back up. Let's see if I can't quickly figure out something here. Nitric, water, butadiene, sulfuric, water, and potassium. Potassium. We got quite a bit of that. Saltpeter is how we were getting that before, probably. Right? And we got plenty of that. Now, if I use on that... Cool. So, we'll want to process potassium. So we're going to get electrolyzer for that. And then with the potassium recipe, can chemical react that. Potassium hydroxide. Peter. Although, is that the best way? Is the question. Like the other Well, there's water and sodium. And I think we have a lot of sodium as it is. Yeah, so let's go with the sodium method. So you need a chemical reactor for that. Boop, boop, and boop. We'll get rid of that. Oh. Alright, so sodium processing for hydrogen and okay. Did the electrolyzer finish, or did I even request that? Oh, right there. Okay, cool. Pattern. So, propane. Let's see. That's a question. Are we really going to need propane at all? If not, I could probably just sink all of the propane into electrolyzer, and that way we're getting hydrogen back. I could probably just do that now for the time being. And we're going to want to get a pump. Okay, so with the reactor, we're going to need another pump. Robot arm. And an interface. And should probably do a filter or two. Okay, so let me do a pause here. I'm gonna get all this stuff, and we'll come back and I'll try to end this episode off with getting the butyral, whatever, liquid butyral polymer. All right, back in a few. Okay, we're back, everybody. All right, so I went and got a fluid cell set up already for the propane. And we're gonna come over here to the machines that I put down. All right, so I got the electrolyzer and the reactor. And I thought I grabbed the, oh, there you are, filters. Excuse me. Okay, so in you go. Boop, boop. Propane. You go. Did I forget something? Oh, I think we're forgetting a storage bus. Let's grab some cable quick. Get that crafted up while we wait. Let's go over here. Let's see. Napsa. Wait. Ooh. There's propane. Temporarily, I'm just going to do this. Okay, and there you have it. Spitting out propane and hydrogen. So that's going to be pretty nice. And then as for you... water goes in one side. Yep. And then you... oh, shiz. I need another interface. Let's grab another interface. We'll grab some cable. We should have our buses done by now. Waiting on the EBF here. Almost done. I gotta get the Emmy requester going so I can keep crap in stock more easily. Not that expensive from what I remember. Boop. Alright. Sodium. And I should probably just spit out the outputs this way. Yeah. So we get hydrogen and we get hydroxide. Okay. So come over here. Polyvinyl. Acetic acid, acetate, ethylene, polyvinyl. Yep. Okay. And then that. Oh, we're still in need the propane question mark? Yo, what? Did I not set up something correctly? Hold on, what's going on here? Oh. There we go. All right, cool. Silly me. Okay, so if I can get the quest in, hydrogen. What do you spit on hydrogen? Let's see. Maybe I should turn off the cracking machines for the moment and maybe do a rate limit. Or I could just do this. There we go. Plop on back down here. All right, so there's the hydrogen going up. We will request that Butyraldehyde. Butyraldehyde. Okay. There's that. Now, I think we just get to make the liquid butyral. Polyvinyl, butyral. Yep. Okay, looks good. LCR. Boop. Okay, so while that crafts, laminated glass is gonna need the sheets or the plates. So it would probably be a good idea to put that in the plate molder. Was there a solidifier? I think that's it. Okay, so if I ask for that, it should be able to make, yep. Polyvinyl butyral. Great. I don't know which is up. Right side up. Cool. So that will allow us to get that laminated glass that we've been pining for. Okay, so what is the situation with the LCR? Is it just a matter of speed? Recipe speed? Oh yeah, look at that. 20 seconds for that. So if I go to our quest book, You should be unlocked. Why? Oh yeah, so we do need to grab a bucket of that stuff. Is that still gonna make a full bucket? I think so. Okay, so while I wait for that. Oh, that should be done there, right? Go back to the book. So we'll get the laminated glass. And then we can get the industrial barrel. A big barrel that can scale with your power, allowing you to barrel even harder. Right? And if we look at that, got a big boy barrel here. And that's going to be responsible for all kinds of cool stuff. Mushrooms, mud, mycelium, soul sand, clay. That's huge. I don't know if we need to worry about pebbles so much, but the cobble to lava. Wow, one bucket? Or I mean, one cobble to 10 buckets? Woo! Alright, that's spicy. I like that. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too much power request, really. Yeah, you know what? Let's just, yeah, I guess that would make sense. It did kind of take what we had with the original request. So I want to get at least a little bit more butyral so I can get the quest unlocked. And I think we'll wrap this episode up. Crafting 288. Yeah, that should, when that finishes that one cycle, that should be enough. There we go. Do I need a bucket? Might not have the bucket for it. There we go. Awesome. Okay, that's that taken care of. Can we make that right now? Press. Do we have a press? We have a MV one. Yeah, compressor, but we don't have a forming press for the laminated glass. So that will have to wait for next episode. But I think that has been a great deal of progress for today. I'm just gonna let like our hydrogen stock build up a little bit more. Oh, and one thing that I'll do off camera is I'm gonna go hook up all of these buses to the tanks, and that'll be that. So once again, if you did enjoy what you saw here today, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe down below. Really helps me out. And I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.